Guys, welcome to the OBRI on the Set podcast.
Okay. All right. Mike on the set.
Yes, sir.
So, all right. Yo, we had I was going to say big weekend, but it was a cool weekend. Friday night, we hit the studio.
Yeah, for
That was
sure.
that was fun. The sound had that club feel to it. How'd you feel? How'd you like it?
Yeah, for me it was dope just to hear my sound on club-like speakers and kind of just analyze it a bit better. Because, usually it's either you get a gig and you play it, studio speakers don't do it justice. So it was nice. It was nice to have that experience and feel how much your sound really bangs on a real set. How your effects, how you're controlling them are really, hitting off into the music. So it was definitely a dope experience and like definitely inexpensive. And I think I'm gonna record my podcast there from now on.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I mean for the on the set, if I ever
Yeah.
have one, I might just hop over there, for 2 or 3 hours and then just record a set. And
Oh,
it's
for the
easy,
music one,
Since
that's
for
right,
me
right.
it's 16 minutes away, so I'm thinking of definitely starting to do that. I might do that before I head out to Europe, but we gotta see. I have a studio at home too, but
Mm.
like I don't know. I think I'd rather just start doing at that studio. It's really a dope idea. I wish I came up with that business. That'd be something I'd love to do.
Yeah. Yeah, I always wanted to open up a studio, but I never thought about doing it like how they do it, where a bunch of studios in one building. You can book Anybody can book per hour. I didn't even know there was that much demand for it.
Yeah, I mean, split up, right? There's live rehearsal ones, so you could bring your whole band. Then there's the DJ studios with the, Pioneer, Nexus, all that stuff. And then you have like a recording studio where you can produce as well. I don't know, like, how that really works. Do you bring your own controller, your own, like, MPC or whatever? Or do you have, like, analog stuff? But I met some guy there, and he was telling me about, how it's a recording studio and you can actually use it there. So I think that's a dope idea. And it's really expanding in New York and I think all around the world. But it's not that hard, right? Like, buy some old used Pioneer like Nexus gear from clubs, stack some studios together, probably buy those speakers as well, because these equipments are so interchangeable. Like to go from a club to retire in like a studio like that. So I think it's a really awesome idea.
Yeah, I know. I wish I would have thought about it too, but that'd be a headache. It seems like a headache business to start and run.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, nonetheless, we're gonna reap the benefits of it. But yeah, I mean, for
Yeah.
sure, especially if it's from Bushwick, then you're gonna run into some issues. But
Well, you saw the
yeah,
mixer. It was
yeah, the mixer,
all knobs.
it was dogged. The knobs were falling off on the low. The Nexus started jamming out, basically going into reverse and forward. It started slowing down the BPMs out of nowhere. But you kind of like shitty situations like that just kind of just get you better at what you're doing. And kind of just getting you even in the past we've DJed some like shitty equipment, like some Newmark to channel mixer, So whatever, you take the good with the bad, the sound, the experience, easy, how easy it is to use. You just put in some codes and you hop in there. I think it's a really dope idea and definitely was great for building our content for OBRI, which we have like
Yeah, hell yeah.
so many hours of it. And I think it's great. I saw a few other DJs use that room before, but not kind of to the extent of what we're doing, which is like I think it's cool. Definitely could use it so much more.
Oh yeah. I definitely want to use it more. I haven't DJ'd. I don't know, not. I haven't DJ'd a party in a long time, but I haven't DJ'd hearing that club sound in so long, and it's so different than just with your little studio speakers that bump, but when you feel that bass hit you, when you hear that music louder when you're playing, you just get into it more. I don't know why.
Yeah,
But
you
yeah, I
gotta
loved
feel
it,
it in your
man.
bones. You gotta feel in your bones, just know how the
Yeah.
sound feels. And like we would
And
we,
that
we didn't even blast it there.
and that 6 hours, it like I was thinking about it today. I was like, yo, we left at 12 a.m., but it felt like it was 9 o'clock. I forgot it was that late.
Yeah, the
'Cause
time was. I mean, it's cool because you have that focus. You have that like soundproof room with two speakers, a mixer. You have some friends, and then you kind of just bring your playlist that you want to play. So it just
Yeah,
kind
it
of
is
flies
tiny though.
by. Yeah, it's tiny. It smells like cigarettes. I mean, it's still fun. You know what I mean? There's like I want to get the better one next time. That would be super dope for a nice back to back between me and you.
Yeah,
The three
the three
channel
CDJs, right?
option.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I doubt like
yeah. We
those are a bit
definitely.
more expensive. I don't think they're gonna be as ratchet as the two channel or two CDJ studios. You know?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that much more. It was like I think it was like 110 for the 6 hours, right?
Yeah. So that's
Supposed to say
$30 more.
$30. Yeah, yeah. All right, yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that next because yeah, I definitely want to try out some blends or throw some acapellas and some long mixes and see what happens.
Oh yeah, for sure. I wish I was prepared a bit more, like with my playlist. I did prepare, but just like it's kind of like I lost the USB at our party, and I had it real nicely organized. And like now I have to like rebuild it from this one, and then I thought I found it. It was like in my DJ bag, and then I pulled it out, and it's like some old playlist from like 2017. I'm like, Jesus, like I find USBs all over because they're just so like stolen all the time. They're like lighters in the club, you know?
Because you got those little ones. That's why those are hard. Those are easy to lose.
Yeah, but I like them the most. They're like small but real powerful.
Yeah. So what do you think we're gonna do next? Yeah, I know you're going away, but we gotta
Yeah,
get that venue to there.
I mean, yeah, I think, I'll just be being fully transparent about the plans. There's two locations kind of we're looking at, right? The first one being, actually, I might keep it a surprise, but I actually will drop the first one because we don't know how really it's going to happen, right?
Yeah,
Washington
yeah.
Square Park under the arch. I think that's going to be a dope idea. But I think it's going to be hilarious to think about or even experience. Like, what the hell's going to happen there with all those, like, crazy motherfuckers that chill there? It's crazy there
No.
now. Like, now there's, like, everyone has their own little convenience store for weed. There's, like, some crazy watching in the fountain. They're playing music. Like, it's a little, like, community there, you know? I
Hmm.
think like just to like our idea, kind of throw in a quick like impromptu pop up party right there. Like people gonna fuck with it, you know what I mean? And I think like it's so much commotion there that like cops wouldn't come or anything like that.
No, it would be funny. Well, not funny, but it would be interesting if it got too crazy because people are dancing and like just wilding out, and then the cops do actually come. Hopefully, they just shut it down and they don't try to take anything because that's whack. Why are you taking? Why are you confiscating stuff?
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get like that New York City like permission to the cops to take your speaker. Like if they come one time, they could say like, "Yo, turn it down," right? But they just come down and just snatch up your speaker, like as if you need a license for it. You know what I mean? That's like crazy to me.
Yeah, why?
So that's a little concern for Washington Square Park, but also like it could really go crazy and like go viral too. If something goes crazy, like if it really explodes like that, and like college is back, you have all those kids chilling there. The fall, I feel like fall is even more like the city's more full because
Yeah,
it's not as hot and it's enjoyable now to kind of enjoy the city
yeah.
and that little in between September October. That'd be a
Hmm.
dope idea.
Yeah, and it's fuller too because everybody's back from vacation. Kids are back in school. People are back. Yeah, I've always liked that September October time in the city because it feels a little bit more vibrant than the summer. Summer just feels like dead because it's too hot and tourists all over the place.
Yeah, I don't know. I always get worried about the fall coming, but I thought about it. I think that's my favorite season because like spring is also like allergies and all that. Winter is just miserable here, but the summer, like, that little in between month to October is great. But then like after Halloween, it's freezing. So that's why,
Yeah,
kind of in terms of what we're looking to do, we definitely need to. I think it's better to even hit both locations. I mean, the second one I'll keep secret. I think it'll be a super dope idea, but the first one, it'll be people already know what we're planning.
yeah, and yeah, we could even start letting people know that we're doing it. We let them. We don't have the date yet, but we let them know that that's what's coming. Whoever comes, comes. Let's see. I think it'll be fun.
Honestly, that's a great content. It's a great content idea because it'd be like dope to make a video with the like the little arch there, and then say
Yeah.
and give some clue to some video like a reel or some shit.
Yeah. Now that's gangster, bro. That we're gonna do it like under the arch, bro. Because we could go in and hide, but we said fuck it, we'll do it under the arch. Because that's like
Yeah,
because you can see the Empire State Building from behind it, right?
when you're in the park and like the way we will angle it, like the camera and everything,
Yeah.
it's gonna be you see the Empire State like peeking through it like that. It's super
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah.
Like when I was like checking out the area, I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
we definitely gotta have like a whole like rhythm to it, you know? Like bring out the table on point, bring like the
Quick.
mixer, slap it on top, like have some guy be responsible for the speaker, start connecting shit, and then the generator, you
Yeah.
know, like start it up as like
Oh yeah, the
your
generator.
yeah. You know what I mean?
Oh,
It's gonna be a shit show, so it's gonna be like
the
everybody
fucking
gonna have a job. You feel me? Everyone's gonna have like a little job,
yeah.
like you know, oh shoes, you're on the speakers. I don't know,
We need a
you'll be
crew.
like doing the wiring and just park up because it's so easy to
Camera.
park there at night and then hit it. Oh, the camera, yeah,
Yeah.
camera. Maybe you do the camera 'cause you're good at that, and then we'll have somebody else, you know, manage the rest. But I mean, you know, I set in. There's mixed reviews already. You know, some friends. You know, they're like, "Oh yeah, that's crazy. Do that shit. It's gonna be dope." Then there's the other half
Yeah.
like, "What? There? It's all fucked up over there." Blah blah blah. But I think I like that little mix of all fucked up, and it definitely is a go.
Yeah, because those are the people that will come around and just start dancing like, oh, because they don't care. They're just there wilding out or having a good time. But like, there's really no other place that we can do that. Like maybe Union Square Park, but that park is way more cooked. It's just a lot of
Yo,
bums in that park. It's disgusting.
that park is definitely on some shit, and it's very like
Yeah,
scattered. It's patchy and only has these like little routes through it, except for the middle. That's like you know all under
yeah, yeah.
trees,
That
but
wouldn't.
so it's just not like good. Like you know you have those monks over there, then you have like some crazy performers. You know it's like it's gonna be
Yep,
beef. You're taking away their like you know their entertainment factor if you're doing like a DJ set. Washington Square
yep,
Park, I've seen the wildest shit happen at. This should fly, no problem. But it should just be like a back to back between me and you for like an hour and a half, just to get that content, start the party up, and see what happens. And like
yeah,
just have somebody
yeah.
already like drive and park the car up, put it away. Honestly, the studio speakers, like I didn't even think they would make that much like noise. Like to
Nah,
basically, like
because
you
we
know,
don't have to.
even like to bring like cops, you know, to their attention. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, like I don't see like basically the studio speakers being that loud to cause that much. Like I, when I was there was already a loudspeaker, like one of the ones that you
Yeah, and
roll on
it's
the
loud.
wheels.
Yeah, and it's loud over there. So like, yeah, we're good, and we don't have to like put it full blast because we know once the booth is all the way up, the sound is good for the recording, which is most important.
Yeah,
And then we just put the speakers at a cool volume where it mixes with all the other sound, and we won't get in trouble. Because one thing obviously we don't want our shit to get confiscated, but yeah, like the two most expensive things are the console, the DJ console, and the generator that's not even ours. That's probably a $4 or
oh,
$5,000 generator, bro.
yo, yeah. We gotta work. The generator's not that easy to pick up and grab. Like the mixer is a bit more
I
like
know.
easier, like just rip it off and run. But nah, that's like I don't think the robbery factor is an issue. It's really like the police, the
No,
attention
not robbery.
factor.
Cops.
Oh,
Cops.
cops, yeah. Oh, nah, they confiscated the generator, then we're fucked. And I would
Nah,
tell
yeah,
him
they
like,
can't do
please
that.
take everything away, just not the generator. Like, you win here already. You took my speakers. You're gonna voucher them. Probably gonna take them home later. You know what I mean? Like, take my mixer. They taking bikes now off the street. They have no registration. They're taking like
Wait, you got to register a bike?
not like a a pedaling bike, a little
Oh,
motorbikes,
oh,
electric
okay.
ones. They don't have it. Like Dykeman or Washington Heights is getting like cleared out like
Yeah, yeah.
crazy. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So they'll take anything away now. But I don't know the speaker. I see videos all the time, like all the time around New York. How they just take them, like even from like random like little kids. You know,
Can you
it's
get them
like
back, or is it like it's
I
gone?
think you can, but then like there's a whole like you gotta go and like they take the speaker, and then when you go pick it up, you get a DAT, like a desk appearance ticket. So it's kind of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
and like instead of like kind of like arresting you, putting you in the system, they basically like
Yeah, yeah.
punish you with a DAT, and you gotta go and get it. Like it's such a city's so stupid.
That's
But like
stupid.
a lot of
That's
people
so
just don't, you know, they just don't go get it because they don't want to deal with the DAT, then a court date, and all that bullshit.
that's stupid, man. But all right, yeah, man. Yeah, well, that's gonna be fun, man. But I was looking at Instagram and I saw Waff. He again did another party outdoors. I think it was a free party. I don't know. It looked like a free party, but it was dope because it was like in this. I don't know. There was graffiti all around. It looked like it was like
Nah, I'll tell you about that place. So it's called
yeah.
Calle 13, right? Like
Okay.
it's basically the most used to be the most dangerous like barrio in Medellin, right?
Hmm.
And then eventually, like people were so intrigued with it because it had, it was on the mountain, it was high up in Medellin. Like people were so intrigued with it, it became like a tourist attraction to go there. So back in the day, you used to
Hmm.
have to pay like like whatever the gang leader is or like whatever it is, or bring a tourist guide that's approved. Then you go walk through there. But then now it became such a tourist attraction. They like built a whole infrastructure around it, so you can take an escalator up, right, as opposed to walking the steps. Like people have to walk up all the way to the top on top of the mountain, and it's
Hmm.
kind of like the hood, in Medellin. But it's like the
Yeah.
hood that's like gentrified with like tourism. So what's dope is like he played there, that's up there, which is like
Yeah.
it's like a Bushwick of Medellin, but like way
Yeah.
more
Yeah.
hood, way more gangster, like pink houses on like on times 10 type shit.
Hmm.
So it's dope because like that was a tourist attraction in Colombia. It's outdoors, right? It's still kind of like not so structured. There's tourism there. It's more structured rather than like it's still the hood. So it's like dope that they invited him. He played with a local DJ. He went back to back with him. They threw a party for the people because the people were really friendly there. Like whatever like travel vlog I've ever seen, that when people went there, they're extremely friendly, like hospitable and all that. So I think it's just a dope idea. And then you have the view of Medellin, like from that mountain, which is like super sick.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think he was. I saw Yaya in the picture too.
I think that's the
Yeah.
Colombian local guy.
Is
I
that?
didn't I didn't know that was Yaya.
Oh wait, let me look because it looked like him. Yeah. Yeah. I gotta check that out again. But yeah, that maybe we should also go and set up there.
I mean,
OBRI in
shoot,
Medellin.
that's definitely. Why wouldn't I not do that though? That's dope. You got to talk to the promoter and whoever got the okay. Say I'll do it for free, right? If it has
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
sort of notoriety in like our DJ names and nobody, by then they'll let us all go up there. And he speaks to the
We
promoter,
won't
like yo
even.
from New York.
Yeah. Or we'll just tell him like, yo, we're gonna do a free party. Who doesn't like a free party, especially down there? Well, down there more than anything because a lot of people are poor.
I mean,
You know what we should do? Find the contacts, right? Look in the comments or look see who's tagged
yeah, that's
and
the whole
start following them
idea.
on Albany. Yeah, and then see if we can do the same thing. I fucking lost the post, man. It's not on. It wasn't on Waff's. It was on somebody else's because I checked Waff. Anyway, I'll find it later and
Yeah, no, it's
show
not
it
a
to you.
big deal. But yeah, I mean, he was going back to back, and like, it's kind of weird because DJs going to South America like during the summer is becoming more popular. Like, it kind of shows the scene is like really
Yeah, that's what
pumping
in
up
South
there.
America.
Because back in the like during their winter, usually they only go during our winter, their summer. But they
Yep.
have the kind of the tour. Like each DJ goes like Punta del Este, like Buena Vida Beach, all that, like all
Hmm.
Venezuela. And they go all over down there and have a whole tour. And then they eventually chill there. Argentina too, in Cordoba. Like they have
Look, this
sick
is what
clubs
I'm. This
there.
is this is what I was talking about. This is not the mountain thing. This is Waff and Yaya.
Yeah, yeah, that's Calle
It's
13, bro.
Colombia.
In Medellin.
Oh, but there's no. But it doesn't look like the other place that Waff was in. Waff he did another like street type of party, and there's a big view like what you were talking about.
Yeah, no,
This one's
that's
not on top of
different.
that mountain.
You
Oh, okay.
sure? I don't know. Because
Yeah,
it's
I'm
Calle
100%.
13
This is
for
like
sure.
yeah, but it's like you see, it's like kind of like a park thing, and you can walk down the stairs. I'll share it to you. I'll share it to you right now.
It could be
Go check it
different.
out.
Is it like the
Yeah, it
recent
is.
video?
Yeah, there's. I think yeah, his first picture shows, unless it's a different view. Maybe there's two. Yeah, this is something different. But the first picture was with that view on top of the mountain. I sent it to the Aubrey so you can check it out later. But anyway, yeah, we should
Yeah, this is the
try
one
to
I'm
find
talking
out.
about. Yeah,
Look at the second picture,
this one
the
is
video.
what I'm talking about. Oh shit.
Oh yeah. Okay, so that's Calle 13, right? But the
Yeah.
mountaintop thing is something else.
No, it's a club.
No, the first picture.
Yeah, that's Calle 13. I guess Calle 13 is on the mountaintop. Look, you see? Look at the background.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm
Okay.
talking
Yeah. Yeah.
about.
Okay. So that's the same thing. All right. Oh, yeah. It is. It is. It is. Okay. I could have sworn he did something else. I don't know if it was during COVID, but it was. No, it's the
No,
same thing. Yeah,
no,
same thing.
you're right. He did do something, and that's when he got sick and he came back to London and he was sick from he
Oh
got
yeah, yeah.
COVID.
Oh yeah. This is
So when
yeah, yeah.
he was there like during our spring, I think, into the summer, like right before the visa season.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's dope. Yeah. That's it. It's starting to They're doing a lot more summer parties and a lot more DJs. Like Mason Collective was just in Peru as well.
Yeah, which is
Huge parties
crazy.
too.
Yeah, no,
Huge parties,
they
man.
pack them out there, you know, but it's kind of crazy because the winter is dedicated to that, you know, and all the festivals that are down there too. That they do, that's crazy. Like it's a party all year round for these guys. Like it's kind of nuts if you really think about it.
It's always good weather. Why not, right? Or most of the places in South
Well,
America.
no, I mean like a
Why
DJ's
not?
like tour schedule, right? Because look,
Oh
you do
yeah.
Ibiza, right? That's done. You go to ADE. Then after ADE, then you have Time Warp. Yeah, I believe it's Time Warp. Then you have other festivals like the one, the Warehouse Project, right? Then they always have them before Christmas. Then you got New Year's. Then
Mhm.
you have the party day after Boxing Day, like
BPM
BPM if it's going on. You know, then you
in
have Day
January.
Zero. You
Yeah.
have the Zamna Festival. You have like all the Tulum shit. Like now they're
Mhm.
doing like what's it called, which is crazy. Who are the guys who threw that festival in Playa del Carmen and then it got
I don't know,
canceled?
but yeah, I don't know, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I Brooklyn Mirage did it.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and then like I
With
saw
some other
that.
partners, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And then of course it got canceled like the day before.
That's kind of crazy they would do that, right? After what happened over there.
Yeah, right. And we were there during that time, which is like
Right.
crazy.
And we always leave. We always leave on the last, like after the last party. And for some reason, we left Saturday instead of Sunday. Crazy, right?
Yeah, I mean, thank God, you know what I mean? Because I'm mad tall, like
I know.
sticking out in that area. So that like boom, I would have been the first one to get like caught. But yeah, it's
That's crazy.
crazy.
Yeah.
I definitely like. I mean, Quintina Roo, right? I mean, times are so weird these days that you kind of just don't know what could happen anywhere, right? There's no like, oh, this is a safe space anymore. So
Yeah.
not to get like some sentiment like that, but basically like Quintina Roo used to be like so peaceful, right? Like they don't mess with Tulum because it makes so much money. Like Playa del Carmen, I guess, was kind of tapping out, you know. And Cancun is putting up all these luxury like kind of hotels and stuff like that. So it's kind of interesting, like how they're gonna approach like the market. Like let's say this summer, this winter, like Brooklyn,
Yeah.
we'll Brooklyn Mirage go back and like try Playa
Of
del
course it
Carmen
will.
again. Will like Tulum be kind of like going like as it's always been going? I'm curious to see because like there's a lot of uncertainty too in those regions.
No, they definitely will because they want to make money. They don't care about it. They're like, oh, this happened 7 or whatever, 6, 5 years ago. They're like, it should be good now, but I don't know. It's kind of wild because there's always something that goes down there in Mexico.
No, yeah, right after that shooting at BPM, they like started shooting up a government building in Cancun, which is like
Oh yeah, we saw those videos. That's insane.
started going like crazy. Yeah, the next day we're like, holy shit. So you just
Yeah.
know that's why. I mean, I'm pretty fearless when it comes to travel, but it'll have to be worth it. Like I don't feel like public will be the same as that BPM, like kind of those bohemian vibes.
No, it's already it's everybody knows about it now. So it was cool back then. I mean, not to say it's not cool. Like I don't want to be like the old guy. Oh, it's not cool, but it's not the same. When you go to something to try to recreate the first vibe that you got, it's never going to be the same. Now, for new people that have never been there, have never been to like a festival down there, it'll be amazing for them. But
Yeah,
been there, done that. So, yeah, I still want to go to the Costa Rica one,
yeah, BPM. I mean,
but
I asked for the refund, but I'm definitely gonna probably just end up going again. I mean, I got a whole bunch of other shit going on, but I think I'm gonna go to that because I'm not going to Miami anymore for WMC because that got
it's over.
canceled. But I think we're going to Art Basel now.
What, you got canceled next year?
No, I'm saying I'm not going to WMC, but we're going to Art Basel, aren't we?
Oh, oh yeah, yeah. We're gonna do that. Oh, I'm giving it away.
Yeah,
We're gonna do that party. I'm gonna actually try to talk to someone I know there to see if maybe we could do something a little bit like with a partner. Obviously, we can't do it ourselves.
yeah.
And see if we could do like a little party at least instead of just a pop up somewhere, or we could do both pop up somewhere and then the party
It's
is
easy
after.
there too. I mean, now actually, you could get fined and like if you play your music too loud from your car now in Florida, they passed that law. It's not like I don't think in like Miami, I probably wouldn't do like a pop up unless it's like a permit because like they don't. It's not like New York. New York is like lawless. You can legit like I see crazy shit every day. Like
Yeah.
like it really it really is
Yeah,
crazy.
so we'll
Like
see.
there, I don't know, but yeah, we could always figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
And then
So what are you gonna?
our Miami correspondent Ed.
No, he quit, bro. He's retired. He's living a life of luxury now.
I mean it's a damn shame, but maybe we could save our boy during our Basil.
I don't think there's no saving him now, man. It's over.
We gotta put him
It's done, bro.
We gotta put him on the FNF Academy.
On Fresh and Fit Academy. Wow, we gotta get him as a guest on Fresh and Fit. Like
Womanizer
somehow.
Wednesday.
No, he's not allowed to be the man in that show, bro. He's got to go on like a. It got to be like an intervention type of show. I'm gonna give them the idea, like, hey, you guys should hold intervention, like Intervention Tuesdays, where you bring a man in that's like just going down a bad spiral, and you try. It's an intervention. Like his boys come, you guys are the moderators, and we try to do an intervention to try to like change him back to who he used to be.
That's a great idea, to be honest, for them, but we'll see if they take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just. I mean,
Great
Miami's
idea.
definitely going to be a dope experience.
Yeah. So we'll see. I'm gonna hit up some people I know and see if it's possible. Because they're not really like they like house music, but they're not throwing house parties. But they might know somebody that could lead us to something.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
We're just winging it. We're winging this.
Oh yeah, for sure. I feel like it's crazy because Miami doesn't really have much of an underground scene. Like what I mean by that is kind of like how they throw like afties here in like a warehouse, or they'll throw.
Oh,
Or they'll do something like very low key, like they'll have like a venue, but it's not like an official venue with permits. They'll have like a table with some like shitty, well like liquor, and like that underground scene, like I feel it kind of comes like when the city doesn't have venues or throws great parties by the regular promoters who like gatekeep the whole like scene. So that's why I feel like Miami having all of that, like being like the Silicon Valley of entertainment. Like they legit have the best of the best like clubs and experiences you could get there already in the scene. So there's no need to build an underground. And the underground is a part of like the scene there, which is crazy. It's such a perfect storm for that city to have like, kind of such a robust scene, where there's an interest, there's DJs that live there now. Like that's the new New York, I feel. Like, how people used to, in the 90s, early 2000s, even 2010s, every DJ or producer had some sort of, like, little studio somewhere close to Canal Street or in downtown Manhattan or East Village, and had that experience, in the city. Like, I swear I could think of already probably, like, 5 different DJs who made an album, like, about New York, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's crazy.
I wonder if it's like kind of like Ibiza, where they have the after parties, like in a house.
Oh, like the villa parties.
That? Do some people do that in Miami? You think, or because they have space 24/7, nobody wants to compete with them?
I mean, yeah, there are like it's really like building oriented. Like the villas are too far out from like where all the clubs are, and it becomes like a hassle to like like get everybody over there. So there's a lot of promoters who are there, and they have like these huge apartments, and then you like high rises, and then they kind of have such a big apartment that you can have like a little mini booth in there, and you throw these little after parties, but they're more like private,
you can't get too
stuff
crazy
like that, Like I think like during the pandemic, a bit of like a little underground scene like grew, but then they kind of said like fuck this. A month and a half later, they reopened everything, so they kind of didn't flourish. It's just interesting to see that, right? Like this city has so much. You can find a party any day, any night. and it's some
Hmm.
underground type of scene, not formalized by promoters. Like there, it's like you can find it any day, any night, and it's formalized by promoters. Which is
Yeah,
that's why I'm saying I think it's
it's
like the
just
new it's the new New York for the creatives in that kind of like space. Here now it's just like all these fake artists and like kind of like fake starving artists all over the city. You know what I mean? So like there's like
yeah,
people that get busy.
yeah. You think New York is ever gonna? I don't know. I don't want to say come back because there's a lot of parties. It's just they're not kind of like what we like. But I remember when I was going out a lot, there was there was too many parties to choose from. Like I had choice, and now it's like I'm looking like when is there one good party that I can go to? Like, you think it's ever going to come back to that, or it's just the style we like is not what they're doing now?
It's not even the style we like. Even if you like regular house or anything like that, or I guess let's just say EDM. I think there's no flourishment there. Like there's no festival coming here, right? Think about that. Except like Time Warp, it's ran by tech support.
Izu
That like
or
that's
Electric
the
Zoo, right?
only one that stayed. And now Brooklyn Mirage owns Made
Yeah.
Events, so that's gonna probably stick around
Oh
for good.
yeah.
So like there's no festivals coming here. There really is kind of like that once a year party or showcase. Like I don't think it's ever gonna come back because there's a lack of a venue for this. Like you can only so
Mm.
many times go to like this underground spot. But I think the dynamic of the city is just changing, and it's like kind of like any people that are interested in this are kind of like shifting out a little bit. I mean, I know Brooklyn Mirage is packed every weekend, but it's a spectacle. You don't have to like the music; you go there because
Yeah.
it's bigger than life. But like if you go to
Yeah.
like something more low key, I don't think it'd be as packed out unless you have a big name DJ there. Like what's really left there? Like now and
How's
then,
TBA doing?
it's still going. They have like these showcases now by DJs. So every day there's like a residency by like the showcase by a record label. Like I know like I've seen some familiar names like going down like